everybody, it's Amaya. So today's video is going to be a really cool spring smoky eye kind of, and I'm going to be incorporating a new product that I just got, which is this Maybelline Color Tattoo 24-hour metal by Eye Studio, and I love this color. It is barely branded and it is this color, and when I saw it I was just like, oh my god, this needs to be in some kind of eye look. So I put together this, which is just kind of a champagne, subtle, smoky-ish eye. I'm using a lot of new products that I've never used on camera, and I am really excited about that. So yeah, I hope you guys like it, and I'll see you then.
Alrighty, so we're just gonna get started, and my eyes are really red. Anyways, so I'm gonna start out with L'Oreal Paris Magic Lumi Primer, and this will give me a nice glow under my face as well as helping my foundation stay on longer. So I'm just rubbing that in all over my face, and then I'm gonna press it down to kind of blot it in and get any excess off. Then I'm going in with True Match Lumi in the shade Soft Ivory / Classic Ivory. I'm just spraying my brush with a little bit of a setting spray. This is gonna help it stay in. Now I'm just dotting my foundation all over my face, and I'm rubbing it in with this e.l.f. blending brush. I like this brush a lot. I love how it blends in foundation, and it's just a really great brush. So I'm trying to get that all over my face, and I really am trying not to look like I have cake face because I really want this to be a light, airy makeup tutorial. Then I'm just going with my beauty blender and helping sheer it out. My lighting just changed. Oh well. Alright, so Maybelline Fit Me Concealer is the concealer I'm applying right now, and I believe it's in the shade Fair. So I'm just doing this kind of in a V pattern to kind of give me a nice highlight, and then I'm going down my nose to balance it out, and then I'm going to go on my forehead in what I like to call the Wi-Fi signal, and then I'm going to scribble it and not make it a Wi-Fi symbol. Okay, now I'm putting that on my chin as well, and then I'm just going to blend this out using my beauty blender. I really like this technique because if you are heavy-handed, like I am, with foundation or with anything, this really, really helps sheer out your concealer or whatever cream you're using, and it's just going to give you a very, very natural look. So I'm just going to dot this. Do not rub when using a beauty blender. I have a beauty blender tutorial if you want to see how to use one of these babies, but for the most part, it's pretty self-explanatory. So now I'm going in with e.l.f. Complete Coverage Concealer Palette, and I'm using two shades, a yellower shade and a darker shade. I'm just using that to conceal any blemishes that I have on my face. And then I'm using Rimmel Stay Matte Powder in the shade Creamy Natural, I believe, and I'm just using this Real Techniques tapered brush to set my under eyes. I really love this Stay Matte Powder. Even though we are going for a glowy look, we do need to set anywhere where there's concealer, and I do not need to set my foundation. If you need to do that, then go ahead and do that. There goes the lighting again. Now I'm using e.l.f. Mineral Eyeshadow Primer, and I'm just going to prime my eyelids. I have very oily eyelids, so this is a step that I have to do. If you guys have dry eyelids or just normal eyelids, then you can just use concealer to prime your eyelids, but because my eyelids are so oily, I have to use some sort of primer. Now I'm going in with this Soho New York brush. It's like a crease brush, and I'm taking that orangey light shade to be my transition shade. So I'm applying that all in my crease area and blending it out. I'm going in with a longer, stiffer brush, and I'm going in with more of a yellowy brown shade and adding that to my crease as well. And this is kind of in a more precise area than with my other one. We're just kind of spreading that all over the place. Now I'm going back in with that blending brush and blending all that eyeshadow out as well. Now I have this pink pressed eyeshadow. I'm not sure what brand it is. I will put it in the down bar, and I'm going in with an e.l.f. concealer brush and just packing this all on the lid. I love this eyeshadow a lot. It's a nice matte shade, and it has a lot of pigment in it. So I like this a lot, and even though we are going over with the Maybelline Color Tattoo, this is just going to give us a nice base and something for that to kind of grab onto. Now I'm going back in with that blending brush and blending out so I have no harsh lines, because harsh lines, not a good thing. Now I'm going in with a dark chocolatey shade and kind of a tapered, fluffy eyeshadow brush, and I'm just going in my outer V pretty sloppily. So I'm just going to blend that out, and it doesn't have to be too precise. We are going for kind of a smoky look, so nothing needs to be precise at all. You could finish the look like this right now if you wanted to, but I am going to be adding my Maybelline Color Tattoo, and I'm very excited. Here it is! So this is in the shade Barely Branded, and I'm just going to put this all over my eye using my finger. As you can see, not very precise. I'm pretty sloppy actually, but this is just going to give us a nice sheer sheen. And I'm pulling on my eyelid to blend this out. Never do that. Do as I say, not as I do. Alright, so I'm just going to do that on my other eyelid as well, because we don't want two different color eyelids. Alrighty. So now I'm going to take a stipple brush and some of that dark chocolatey brown again, and just kind of add a little bit more smokiness to our eye. And then I'm blending that out using the blending brush again. Now I'm taking this creamy sparkly shade and a flat eyeshadow brush, and I'm just going to put this a little bit on our outer V on our lower lash line. I don't want too much of a smoky look because I am going for a lighter, more spring smoky look, so that's why I'm not going my entire lash line and I'm just going on the outer bit. Plus, I like things on my lower lash line, so there you go. But if you guys want to skip this step, you can. If not, keep watching. So I am just blending this out with a concealer brush now, and as you can see, pretty sloppily, no real method to this. You just got to keep blending and blending and blending, and that is the key. Now I'm taking my gel liner from Maybelline Eye Studio, and I'm using my e.l.f. blending brush to do my eyeliner. So because I have rounder eyes, and because it's just the style of eyeliner I like, I make a straight line from my outer V, and then I go out towards my eyebrow. If you guys have a different shape eye, it may look better to follow your waterline and go up. But when I do my eyeliner pointing up, I don't love how it looks as much as when I do it straight out. So I am just going straight out with a little tiny wing. Pulling on my eyelid again. Oh my god. I'm just going to darken up my eyeliner a little bit and kind of fix any imperfections that I had before. So now I'm just taking a little bit of that eyeliner that I had left over on my brush and just going on the teeniest bit on my outer V just to darken up that shimmery brown a little bit and to give us more of a smokier look. So now I'm going to do my eyelashes, and I'm just going to take a spoolie brush, and this is going to give them a little bit of a curl without actually using a curling wand. So now I'm taking my mineral infused mascara by e.l.f. and I'm just going to do my eyelashes, and yeah, pretty self-explanatory. I really like this mascara because it does give me a lot of length. My lighting goes again. So of course, what would a spring look be without CoverGirl Full Lash Bloom? I really like this mascara. If you saw Katy Perry in the commercial, it gives her like these butterfly eyes. I mean, I'm sure they're falsies, but I really do feel like this gives me like butterfly effect. I do feel like I have very full lashes when I use this. And I accidentally went out of frame when I did my lower lash line, so I'm sorry I did not get to show that. But I did use Rimmel Lash Accelerator, and I like it a lot. So now for my bronzing, I'm using this e.l.f. contour palette in Fiji, the matte version, and I'm just using an e.l.f. complexion brush to bronze up my face. I'm not contouring, just bronzing, but kind of going in the same direction as if I was going to contour. So I'm just going to blend this out to give me a nice bronzed glow, because that's gorgeous. And as you can see, the key with this is I just keep blending, cleaning off my brush and blending, adding more product, blending, cleaning, blending. Just keep doing it until it looks good. Now I'm just going to balance that out by putting some on my forehead. And then I'm blending that out as well. And now I'm going under my chin to kind of accentuate my jawbone. Now I'm using this really nice blush from e.l.f. in the shade Sweet Retreat. And it's a nice light pinky shade just to give me a nice wash of color. And I'm just applying that to my cheekbones using a different e.l.f. complexion brush because I have two. And I just really love how this whole blush looks with this bronzer and the eye look, and it just looks so gorgeous. I really love how this looks. So now I'm taking my Ulta Illuminating Powder and this fluffy fan brush, as my lighting changes again. And I'm just going to apply this to my cheekbones to give me a nice glow. And I really like this powder because it is more gold tones. So it really does remind me of spring and summer and tans and all things that are wonderful about warm weather that I am just very excited to have. So I'm taking an e.l.f. concealer brush and I'm just going to apply that to my nose and chin and a little bit on my forehead. So now I'm going to go with my lips. I'm using this NYX lip pencil in Natural, and I really like this a lot. It's a perfect natural pencil. Like, everyone should have this pencil just because you can line your lips for anything with this. And you can really wear it on your own if you want, because it's just so pretty. So now I'm going in with CoverGirl Liquid Lipstick, and this did not have a shade on it when I bought it. It was something pink. but it is a nice light shade, and I really like when I mix this lip liner and this liquid lipstick together because it gives me a nice medium dusty rose. Now I'm going with my e.l.f. matte lipstick and just kind of adding a little bit of orange tint to that, pulling my finger through my mouth and cleaning up any mistakes that I had. Now I'm just going to highlight my upper lip as well. And now we are finished with the look. I hope you guys loved this look and try to recreate it, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!